Yeah. What are the chances of successfully surviving a sit rep episode? The chances of surviving a sit rep episode are like 7,621,000
Never tell me the
to 1.
odds.
Yes.
How many Star Wars puns are we gonna like? We're not even gonna get to the actual stuff.
Punch it, Chewie. Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another episode of Brickmania TV. It's a sit rep episode.
It sure is.
Yes, it is.
Thursday's sit rep. May the 4th be with you, although it's actually the 2nd. But hey, we celebrate Star Wars all the time here, right?
May the 4th lasts for a week, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a week-long celebration. There's an awful lot of Star Wars to pack into one day. So
you making
make it longer.
Your pilgrimage to Mos Eisley?
Oh, I wish. That'd be cool. I could go for a cantina beverage right now.
Scum and villainy. Yes, so we are doing May the 4th stuff. There's some cool stuff going on online right now. We've got a special category set up with all of the galactic brick arms, so to speak, set up in there. We're running a buy two, get a third free deal on all of the galactic brick arms. That includes
Perfect calibers.
I was going to say many of your creations, which we've got some here if you want to like highlight some of the excellence that those have been.
Everybody, the DL44 is one of my favorite things I've ever created. It's so tiny and it's so like detailed, and it is perfect. If you have a Han Solo in your collection, you'll need one of those. Absolutely pick one up. We just did the whole line. We did all the Imperial blasters and all the Clone Trooper blasters. We're only seeing some of them here, but yes. So it's a fantastic deal. If you like perfect calibers, if you have an army to outfit and you want to put more detail on your brick arms, or definitely more detail than what Lego provides. Yes, go shopping this weekend for the deal.
Yeah, absolutely. I strongly recommend upgrading your Star Wars figurines to include those brick arms, and then if you can, swing it, or if you've got a couple of special ones, an elite unit perhaps, definitely get those perfect calibers, because like you said, it just adds another level of detail, and it looks like the movie. You know, no knocking them, but what the hell's that?
I mean, it's... Yeah,
it's a pokey tube blaster.
We love ourselves some brick arms around here. So,
absolutely.
And we have some new flags for your forces. Yeah.
Indeed, those just hit the website, so they are available currently. We're also doing grab bags all weekend long. So we rated our 3D print wall basically for stuff that was either out of production or had been previously kit exclusive or in discontinued kits. Yada, yada, yada. All these kind of things that had built up. And we decided to do a gift with purchase this weekend, which are 3D printed grab bags. So basically, it's a bunch of accessories, different pieces and whatnot that will come to you free with your purchase of $100 or more. That's pretty much how it works. And it just gets added right into the cart. You don't have to go find anything. Amazing.
Cool.
So those are running all weekend. All of those specials will end. The category will close. Everything will go away at 11:59 p.m. on Monday. So if you want to get in on those, make sure you move on it this weekend. That's everything that's going on there. It's a cool special. Yeah, I was going to say
sleeping.
You can recreate this. But we do also have some other stuff going on this weekend. We've got the new Saturday Matinee Part 5.
Oh, it's a new drop.
Yes, and we've
Andreas
got
kits.
Old Faithful. So we're going to start with Andreas, and then we'll segue to Andrea and check in with both of these new pre-orders. Take it away, guys.
Hey guys, it's Andreas here from the European Design Studio in Oslo, and this week I'm actually sick, so I got the flu and I'm gonna make this pretty brief, so apologies for that. Look for a Designer's Desk video later where I'll show all that is in the details of this kit, Saturday Matinee Part 5. Let's get into it. So what I have for you guys today is the Saturday Matinee Part 5. I can't believe we made it to Part 5 already. This is a fuel truck, and you get a North Africa German watchtower, and it is so tall that I can barely fit it in frame, and I actually can't fit it in frame when I have it at this angle. So I'm gonna talk about it in two sections. Let's start off with the fuel truck. This is a German fuel truck, so this obviously has the purpose of fueling up airplanes, aircraft, and you know, it can also be used for fueling up tanks and trucks and whatever you want to use it for, but this one specifically is to build off of the last one we did, which was Saturday Matinee Part 4, the Flying Wing. These will go nicely together. This is an interesting design. When I was looking at my reference photos, this is certainly like a 30s type of design for a truck. Doesn't necessarily look like your typical 40s kind of trucks comparing to the Opel Blitz and the CZKWs and such. So it was a very fun challenge. It's pretty small, pretty narrow, especially at the front. There's going to be a lot of printed parts to this, printed doors. The grille will be printed. This is just my prototype. So have a look at the renders, check out the website to see everything that comes in this. This fuel truck here also has a couple of functions. You can fit probably just one figure in here. If you really want to squeeze them and take their arms off, you can probably fit 2 guys in there. There are studs for 2 people, but yeah, probably just one figure is a good fit in here, considering the size of these wide guys and of course the size of the trucks from the 30s were pretty narrow. So how this also functions is that you have a system here for fueling. So what you do is you pull out this, this is how it works in real life. You pull out this, what do you call this? Well, this is sort of the hose for fueling. And how this works, it's not pressurized like the like modern fuel trucks would be. It doesn't have pressurized tanks, so they have to use the system of I don't know what it's called, but it's sort of like when you're pouring something, if there's potential to go from top to bottom, like you're pouring something, that will be the system of how you're kind of pouring from this tank to go up and then down again. It's pretty interesting how the science of actually pouring something like that works. So for that to work, they have to be pretty short. So this is pretty short hose compared to kind of modern day pressurized fuel tankers. I can go more into detail when we do a designer's desk later at a point. So 6 wheels, you'll have a printed license in the back here. Of course, you can take this hose back again like I had it in this beginning, and there's also a string reel down in the bottom here, so you can tie it up nicely. And yeah, I think that's it for this nice little 6-wheeler fuel truck. Let's take a look at the tower. So here you have the German watchtower. This is a prototype, so of course you can see this one has just one ladder going up, but there will be a duplicate ladder going down from this point to the bottom here. So your figures can actually go all the way up using the ladders, just like the real watchtower, just what it looks like. I'm also missing the roof section because I was missing a whole bunch of these pieces. This is kind of what Lego is using right now for their castle builds and stuff. That will be in dark orange to simulate the kind of straw roof that it has in real life. So yeah, you can look at the renders on how that's gonna look. It's a really nice technique, and I think it turned out beautifully. I'm just missing those pieces, or I have some of them just in gray. Yeah. So you do get a rifleman at the top here. He has a perfect caliber Car 98, so he's kind of watching, and he has a radio in there, and he also has a bottle, so he can stay hydrated while he's up here watching over the airfield. And also you have your I don't know if these are kind of misplaced fuel barrels. I would probably move these out of the way, you know, fire hazard and explosive hazards, all that stuff. So yeah, I think that's it for this kit. Thank you guys for watching. Let's go back to the studio, check out the renders, and yeah, I hope you guys like the kit.
Thanks, Andreas. I'm super excited about part 5.
Yeah, the tower looks awesome.
It's very tall. It's very tall. You know,
So observant.
but at the base, there's a whole bunch of fuel barrels, fuel cans. So yeah, nothing bad could possibly happen.
No.
To this set.
I'm sure it'll remain intact through the entire time.
That was fun to work on. Some great prints.
Cool.
Okay, so the second new kit dropping today is Andrea. He has put together
a staff car.
Staff car, right.
We call
Monty
it Old
staff.
Faithful. So right, exactly. He'll tell us a little bit more about this awesome build, which, by the way, should be available come Tank Fest. So if you're going to be over there in the UK, and you want to pick up Monty's car and his little driver, go ahead and see us there at Tankfest. Otherwise, Andrea, take it away.
Welcome back, Greek Maniacs. Welcome back to the Italian Design Studio for the second week in a row. This time we have something still British but a bit smaller. It's an icon of the Second World War. It used to carry around one of the most charismatic and iconic British commander of the war. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Old Faithful, the British Field Marshal staff car in its Mediterranean theatre configuration. So let's take a closer look at this icon of the Second World War. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is a closer look to the Super Snipe staff car, nicknamed the Old Faithful by British commanders that used it to drive around the front lines. It is a solid, pretty little model. It's got some nice curves, space for 2 figures. Of course, some of the colors are not the exact ones that will be in a final model. This is just a prototype. We have some nice red leather interior going on. Of course, our commanders need to be as comfortable as possible. We have some printing. We have crests on the front and the back, as long as some details. We have a roundel on the hull over here. And we have opening doors. Oops, just snapped on me. Of course, opening doors on both sides. And 2 amazing figs put together by Amanda. Of course, you can't run out of fuel if you're driving a commander, so we have 2 spare fuel cans in the back here. Overall, a pretty nice model, well shaped, super solid build, and ideal for any Mediterranean theater mock you have, or just to display alongside your British Forces collection. So that's it from me, Brick Maniacs. Thank you so much for joining in. Remember, the staff car goes live tomorrow at 8 a.m. on brickmania.com. It is an amazing little kit, 2 wonderful figures. They are both highly historically accurate. Both the general that you see here as the chef, and the driver that you see here represented by the classic ninja. These are just our test pilots. You will see renders while I speak of the actual figure that Amanda put together. Just a quick reminder, I will be in Brick Fan Expo in Jacksonville with Dan in mid-May, and then if you want to meet us, me and Andreas, we will be touring the US more or less. We will be at World Bricks on 8 and 9 of June, and then the week after that in Brickworld Chicago. So we are really looking forward to see you guys, and until next time, bye-bye.
What a cool little staff car.
Yeah, those are both awesome kits. They'll both, obviously neither of them I believe are limited edition. However, like with all things, make sure you pull the trigger on them when you can, because it's hard to say exactly when that stuff is going to be restocked. And don't be one of the people too who, when suddenly part 5 hits the vault, you're like, no, I was waiting. Because there were a lot of people with part 1 with your beautiful dust-covered truck that were like, wait, but I already bought the other one, so don't do that. Yes. Let's talk about this a little bit, because this is cool. First of all, yeah. Yeah. So this is the Brick Stuff M2HB with sound and light kit. This was a really popular little thing that we've seen people, especially at World War Brick, upgrade to all this stuff. And of course, like with all popular things, Brick Stuff is discontinued though.
Oh.
So he had a couple left in stock, and he reached out to us and said, do you guys want this last run? These are what I've got. I got about 100. We said, sure. So we picked them up. They're the last of their kind in existence, and it won't be coming back anytime soon, because for whatever reason, it's just not coming back via Brick Stuff. Okay. So we've brought those back. Those are available on the website now as well. It's not technically a new product, although there was some changes made from the previous one. The sound, the speaker, and then this little connection piece are slightly different than how they were in the past. But otherwise, it still operates the same, all that kind of stuff. So those will be available while supplies last, but remember, once they are gone, they are gone. They're not coming back ever again. So if you've got a kit or a tank or something that you want to upgrade, I know this thing looks kind of big, but with some of the larger tanks especially, you really can work it into the chassis pretty well. And obviously lights and sound, I mean, come on, man. It's
Huge upgrade.
yeah, that's a huge upgrade.
Yep. I do love me some brick stuff. And so, the last of its kind, sad, but definitely pick those up and outfit your mocks. We've got a couple of new
Classic
classic
figures.
figs. So like all Brickmania classic figs, it's just simple front and back torso printing, but you get a full guy
And a brick arm.
and a brick arm, and these are new figures, new art,
Yeah,
but
that
a
one's
super
the,
simple art style as compared to our full 360 printer
Correct.
figures.
Correct. So U.S. World War II U.S. Marine riflemen and World War II Japanese riflemen.
Yeah.
Those are both those. The Marine torso is also available standalone too. If you already have some colored pieces, then you just need the torso. That's also available individually. So yeah.
Great for your Pacific War mocks. Boom.
I actually like seeing some like strictly classic mocks.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, it just reminds me of like, it's almost like, because Brickmania's been around long enough, it's almost like Classic Castle at this point. You know, because it just has a very different look than like, you know, especially with all the 3D printing and the advances you've made, you know, behind the UV printer. It's like kind of bringing it back to its roots. It's kind of a cool line.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think it's fun.
There's definitely room for it.
And very playable. So yes, we got the torso. We talked about that. Oh, shipping online into stores. The Chi-Ha, the Type 97. That's a limited edition kit. I'm not sure if there's any on the website, but that'll be hitting stores now as well. Obviously limited edition, so it's had its run. It's done. So whatever is left is out there. The 4x4 ambulance truck is also shipping. That one, not limited edition, although I don't think there's a restock on the schedule. So might be a while, might be a few copies out there. I don't really know necessarily, but remember, they'll always be in stores. Oh, I should say too, I forgot to say this at the beginning. The gift with purchase is online only. You can get the Brick Arms deal in retail stores, but there's no gift with purchases available in the online or in the retail stores. That's online only. So we didn't have enough time to ship them out.
Yeah.
We were made the behind.
Last minute deal.
Okay.
Good stuff in here.
I think that does it for everything that is Friday and brand new and fun and awesome.
Okay.
So let's go to the fun and awesome. It's coming back on Monday. So if you recall, I believe Slam was in on this episode when they were talking about the M113. Dan basically shouted out to the universe, if you want another Australian Abrams run, tell me.
Did people shout?
It was a bit of a lukewarm response, but Dan's a big-hearted guy, so he decided to put the Australian Abrams on for one final batch. But this is definitely the end of this run. So if you're one of the people in the comments who's asking for another run of the Australian Abrams, it comes back on pre-order on Monday. After that, the kit is retired.
Okay.
So there you go. You got what you asked for, so don't burn it, man. Otherwise, that's how stuff just gets retired randomly really quick. Because then he's like, nah, there's not enough demand. Also coming back on pre-order, the Priest, the M7B1 Priest. That's an Andreas build, isn't it?
Yes.
Kind of inspired by Dan. That's cool.
Yep.
The Beep, WC52,
The beep is awesome.
3/4 ton truck.
Yep.
Those are all the pre-orders. Otherwise, coming back just straight up as restocks. Modern Stealth Fighter Pilot, that's a really popular one. World War II British Desert Rat, that's the classic series. The Ospreys, the CV22, will be shipping. So you can get the
Osprey's
PJs standalone.
Nice. Okay.
Those were pre-ordered a little while ago, so whatever PJs were left over from the pre-order, those will be on the site available standalone. LTA-TV, also an add-on for the Osprey, that's shipping as well. And then there's the Nebelwerfer and a couple of perfect calibers, the Flintlock musket and Flintlock pistol.
Excellent.
So that is our Epic Monday rundown. And remember that May the 4th sale then ends Monday night, 11:59 p.m. That whole bit. So
Do not sleep on Star Wars Day, everybody.
don't sleep on Star Wars Day, man. Go get
deal.
that stuff. It's going to be a ton of fun. Plus you get a free little baggie of,
Of randoms.
hard to come by 3D printed parts. So there's nothing wrong with that either. So cool.
Okay.
Well, I think that about does it for a Thursday sit rep.
Okay, that's it.
You want to tell the good folks goodbye?
May the force be with you.
And also with you.